was ever in a Tyler Perry movie, I'd be like the the husband that you love throughout the whole movie, but then he's really the asshole at the end, like
cheats on his wife or
yeah,
something.
yeah, the real face, the real villain.
Sounds like something you need to write, though.
Yeah, dude, don't ask me to write you a villain. I'll make you a villain. I'll make you like I'll make you a villain.
Let's not do that.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Unapologetically Stupid, presented by Squirrely TV. I am your hostess with the mostest, the best in the Midwest, Jeff Rhodes, and with me, as always, I have the sensational Nicholas Shin.
What's up, guys?
If you notice, if you're watching on the video, me and Nick are set up in a different, weird way.
And it's not because I'm extra depressed tonight. It's because we have a special guest.
Here, I made a whole entire thing for him. You ready for this? Making his way all the way from Fishers, Indiana. He's been steadily rising in the independent film market here in Indiana. You can see him in films like Broken Silence Family Edition and Charlatan. And you can see him on this channel. He starred in our Halloween special, The Graveyard Shift. Please give a warm welcome for Ricky Cortez.
That's me.
It's okay. Oh, what?
There it is.
There's the applause.
Don't stand up. Don't
Yeah,
stand up.
please don't.
Yeah.
So, hey, Ricky, how has it been? I haven't seen you in a minute.
I know, man. It's been a little bit. I'm good.
You enjoying this winter?
No.
Quick response.
Absolutely not. It was like 70 degrees for a long time.
You know what the worst part is? It's like golf season is over.
That would
I'm okay with it. My golf season was not good, so it can chill for a bit.
That's fair.
I
That's
did
fair.
okay. I did okay this year.
In golf?
Yeah, the 4 times I golfed.
Damn. Well, I mean, I've been a couple of times and I sucked ass.
Yeah.
I was carried by my scramble partners.
Yeah, but Jeff caught that. He caught that bug this year, and I saw the love in his eyes, and I was like, "Oh, it's all downhill from here, bub."
Oh yeah, yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Like, I've never seen him so serious about something.
Right.
Oh yeah.
I've known him for almost 20 years.
When I pick up something, I try to be good at it. And the fact that
Well, what's
Yeah.
what's your excuse
You
for
should
this,
put this down.
podcast and
Oh.
the channel? And
I'm still in its infancy. I'm trying to get good at it.
give me the definition of that word.
Infancy? A baby? Is it not? Well, it's not about us. It's about Ricky. He's our guest.
Yeah.
First guest of our new season.
Your infancy.
Yeah. And so tell the people about yourself. Like, what do you do? I mean, you're an actor, but like, what is an actor?
There's a misconception that an actor is like an entertainer, but that's not true, actually.
Okay.
An actor's job is to tell the story that, it's been given. Shout out to my acting coach. If I didn't say that, he'd be pissed off. Shout out, TJ. Woo!
Shout out.
But no, yeah, I love to tell stories, right? As you know, being a writer, right, director,
Yep.
Stories is my shit, right? So finding a story that I'm passionate about that intrigues me, piques my interest is something that I feel for, and I want to do it. Want to give those people the same tingles when they watch me on film or on stage as I got growing up and now even today.
I feel you.
Graveyard Shift, I had a lot of tingles.
Oh yeah.
I did.
I was telling him we need to get get more comedy bits because he has really good comedic timing.
Yeah.
Because a lot of your stuff that I've seen is dramatic.
It is.
Not a lot of comedy in there.
No, yeah, I definitely want to get those. Like you said, get those chops up. Just hasn't happened yet, honestly. Like Graveyard Shift. As soon as you hit me up, I was like, "Yep, let's do it." I don't care what it is. It's funny, cool.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. There's 2 favorite parts of that.
Mm-hmm.
Number 1 is when you were basically standing there, and be like, "I don't have the heart to tell him that that ghost was his mom getting railed upstairs by the pizza guy." And the second one is when you just disappeared and you see yourself walking behind them and just get in the trunk.
See, my favorite part of like acting, like all like the whole entire like process of that show was Ricky's line out there. Because I don't know if you I don't know if you remember this part, but like when we were like doing that whole scene, I was trying to be a director, so I was like, all right, you guys, the Ku Klux Klan is coming, like all the stuff like that. I kept saying KKK, and there's a person at the mailbox just walking by, and then like as soon as that happened, we did like this. It's a very loose. I'm not very like structured with like have to act this way. Ricky Diz, the thing that made the cut was with him like looking at me, just like, I'll let him figure it out. And I was just like, that look was hilarious. And I died when we watched it back. I had to cut around. I wasn't going to originally use that part because Steph messed it up.
Yeah, sure.
But I cut around Steph. I was like, no, I need to use this. Like, because we did a second take. It just wasn't as funny because you knew it was coming. And that's kind of like how I act. Like, you feel like it's the unplanned gems that you did. And I was just like, this is hilarious. Little behind the scenes tidbit for Graveyard Shift. But like, if we go back to the beginning, what made you like want to like start act? Like, so 2-part. When did you start acting, and then why did you want to start acting?
So I started acting like right after college, and that was because so towards the end of my college career, which I went to school for like broadcast journalism, right?
Yeah.
Radio, TV. Shout out USI in Evansville.
I almost went there.
My aunt works there.
Hey,
Dental professor.
nice.
Good college.
Shout out.
University.
Shout out to dental college. But so right towards the end of college, I had like I needed a whole bunch of credits and whatnot, or electives, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I was like, you know what? I'm finally gonna start taking some acting classes here because it's something I always wanted to do, and absolutely fell in love with it. And I realized that I should have went and did this like growing up, like I should have, because I never did it in high school.
Same.
You know, and it was just like it was the whole thing like, I need to go play football. I need to go do all this other stuff. So
should have watched High School Musical, man. You should have known you could have had both ways.
I did. But this thing, back then when it came out, you couldn't tell anybody you went home and watched High School Musical. It was, the High School Musical thing.
Oh, no. That's why everybody thought I was gay, because I was like, yo, High School Musical was the shit, dude. They were like, yo, Jeff, chill. What's wrong with you? I was like, yo, no, I'm Zac Efron, man. What's up, man?
That was definitely me at home, and then I'd go to school and be like, High School Musical.
Like,
like I was, yeah.
My sisters will to this day tell you that's the reason I can dance on beat now.
High School Musical.
They had the little dance along.
Hey.
They had the little dance along thing, and I was like doing little steps.
What year did we do our High School Musical thing at school? Was that 8th grade?
That's 8th grade, and that's what got me into making videos low key.
Because it was
making
that, and then Noah's Body, and
oh god, Noah's Body. See, like you,
that is just proof that
it's bad.
That is proof that what you guys did in the last year, is
way better.
So far.
I gotta find this.
No, I can show it to you. No, I have the second one.
The first one
got down because of copyright. Because I used all of Hans Zimmer's on the soundtrack, and that got copyrighted enough to where, because we posted it back in 2009.
Yeah.
Technically, I'm a YouTube OG.
No, you're not.
Booty Crap 666 is my old channel.
Somebody check and see if that's still up. Check and see. Can we fact check that?
Dude, I was so mad because everything was taken. So I'm just like, what's the thing that's not taken? Booty Crap 6. I was like, yeah. But so you get college. So it was like a class you took. You were like, I like this thing. I wanna do this.
Yeah. So growing up, like I said, I always knew I wanted to. Talk myself out of it a million times.
Yeah.
Went to school, did the whole broadcast journalism thing. Towards the end, took one class.
Yeah.
And my acting teacher was amazing. I think he was on Broadway or lived in New York at some point.
Yeah.
I was like, hey, if you want to do it, go do it.
You still talk to him?
I kept in contact with him for a while, and then we kind of just lost contact.
Gotcha.
But he was awesome. Yeah, and so after that, graduated, came back home, and immediately was like, I'm going to find whatever acting scene there is in Indy and, start my journey.
That's fair. And how is the acting scene in Indy?
It's actually very prevalent. The art scene as a whole is actually very prevalent in Indy. Whether you're a music artist, whether you're an actor, singer, there's a place for you. I mean, you do have to do a little bit more digging, searching, except unless you're in Chicago, rather comparatively, but it's here.
Okay, because that's where I think we first met. You were doing a stage play at the thing on Mass Ave.
Oh, that's right. You did say that. Yeah.
Yeah. What was that? Do you remember the show?
Yeah, I was doing Being Black.
That's what it was called.
At Indy Fringe.
Being Black, and I was Yep. And I did not want to go to that show. Not gonna lie to you, did not want to go. Look what happened. We came to my sister was like, "You gonna go to the show?" I'm like, "Oh, what's it?" I'm like a label whore. I have to be a name brand thing. I don't really do a lot of small stuff. So they were like, Being Black. I was like, I am black. I don't need to see this.
No, that's fair.
That's cool. No, but I went and I was like, oh, I was impressed.
Nick, what'd you say off camera? I agree with. We don't even get into it, but yeah, I agree with you, Nick.
No, but I was impressed. That's why I was like, I usually do not go up to random strangers and like ask for like numbers and shit. But I was like, oh, this guy seems cool. Like, what's the worst that could happen?
I actually do remember you doing that, and then I walked away like I'm never gonna fucking hear from this person again. I'm probably gonna get spam called. Some shit. I don't know what the hell I just did. But yeah, no, it's like a few months later, I got a message on like backstage.
The backstage, yeah. So I was like, it's like this guy looks like familiar as I don't know what. And I looked at my phone. I was like, oh, this guy named Ricky. Cool. Let me just hit him up. Let me just, because I would say it's hard to find like actors in it. Like indie, like you said, you have to look for it.
Yeah.
And it's not like back when I wanted to make videos in college or something like that, where there was actors galore.
You gotta know where to find them.
You gotta know where to find them, know where to hold them, know where to fold them.
Know when to walk away.
Yeah.
And
Shout out Kenny Rod.
I feel like I know when to walk away every single day, and yet I don't. So
it's the story of my life.
Yeah.
So you're married.
I am.
And so currently, I don't know if I know this. Do you currently do acting full time? No, you have a second job.
No,
no. Like a primary job, right?
Yeah, I have a daytime job.
Got you. Okay. So how did your wife react to you wanting? Because I know like most of us creatives, you want to turn your side gig into your actual hustle.
Yeah.
How did your wife take it when you said you want to be an actor? It's a very taboo thing, Like
it is. It's very taboo, but she was completely supportive from the beginning. We kind of had the same conversation. It's like, hey, this is something I've always wanted to do. I'm slowly beginning to do it. We actually met. That's around the same time I started taking those classes in college. So she went to college with me. So she got to hear all those, how excited I was leaving those classes, everything. So she's been down for it this whole time. I always joke and say, if I didn't meet her, like right at the end of college, I would have graduated, walked right off stage and like right to LA. Like I just would have went for it. The whole usual story.
Very similar. I said the same thing, Paige, but I said of going to LA, I said a cruise ship. I want to be on a cruise ship. I love cruises.
Jesus.
My goal I was getting ready to quit this whole video thing, and I was just gonna be a cruise director. That was gonna be my new life goal.
That's so random.
I was like, yo, they have fun. It's like a structuring. I don't know. I was like, I want to be a cruise director.
You still have that dream?
No, COVID messed that up, dude. Those people were stranded in those ships. Yeah, dude, they were in pots, dude. It was crazy.
Oh man, I thought that was just a metaphor, but they physically were in pots.
COVID's ruined the cruise whole market, but they bounced back since then. Oh man, so that class, you have a scene that you did in that class that stood out to you. You still remember to today?
I think one of the biggest things he did was he really just gave us each a book of scripts, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, hey, pick something. And I remember the the play that I got was called Updog Underdog, something like that.
Okay.
And it was about a story of two brothers, and they basically hated each other, but they lived together. Mm-hmm. And of course I'm going through. Of course I didn't read the whole thing because why would I? Stupid. I should have, because it ended up being great. But I found this really long, like 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes long, which is actually very long when you're trying to remember something.
Yeah.
Monologue of one of the brothers just laying into the other one. And I went with it, and he went down with everybody, gave us an hour, each of his time outside of the class. And he just showed me how to really dive into the script, right? And focus on this, pull out emotion, all of that. And I used a lot of that to this day. So shout out to him too.
Okay, so we kind of lose my next question. So, what's your acting process? I know there's people out there Christian Bale, who's notoriously known for deep diving. What's it called? Method acting. And then there's those technical acting where you just someone say cry, and then they can just do it on command without any kind of setup. So what's your process? Do you need a lot of setup? Do you need a lot of research, or are you just go act? Okay.
I'm kind of in the middle. I definitely like to get the script. My process is basically get the script. I read it 3 times immediately, right? And then I kind of sit it down. I read it a bunch, sit it down, let it digest in my brain. Okay, how do I feel about that? How do I feel about the story? Without looking at it, what do I think is going on? What's my character's like literally what's my character's story, like in the story, right? Where do I fit in? And really, I just kind of start thinking about like how I would be in the story, right? So it's a lot of things that's similar, like very like deep diving and kind of odd, I guess. But it's basically just humanizing, your character and the story you're telling. So it's really not all that much, but it helps with memorization and getting into your character a lot more. So
I feel that. I try to do that when I do my little, like, what was it? When we tried to do the Santa bit a couple years ago. That's like the closest thing I've done to like
know what
real
this is,
acting.
but I want to know.
It's on the channel. You can find it. It's not hard to
Was
find.
it last year?
It was
2 years ago?
2 years ago because we were at my mom's house. We thought it'd be a bit nice to have for the podcast a little bit where we would that I was gone somewhere. I think I was on taking page for a date, and while I was gone, Black Santa came in.
That's the only thing we planned. Everything else,
like that's it. Like we had a couple questions laid out, but most of the time it was just Nick asking me whatever he like off the top of his head, because we went through those questions fairly early. So I was like, and I didn't write a response. I was mostly just off the top.
Just going.
Yeah, and I was just at one point my accent changes.
You went from old black man to Jamaican to African. And then you stayed in African for the last 12 minutes.
It's literally there's a timestamp. It literally when I say the phrase since the 80s, it goes to Africa, and for the rest. And I don't know how I got there because I come in with the jolly thing. It's hard, dude. Like being in character, like trying to act even for a graveyard shift. Acting is hard. Like I shout out to any of the like people who can make you think that you're somebody else, because it's hard to do it for sure. Like Will Ferrell, people like who do comedic stuff like that. That is crazy to me.
Because you only broke once, I think.
I broke a couple of times. I think only
and it was
once
my fault because I couldn't stop laughing. Once he started going in that accent, I
can't imagine Jeff in an accent, so it's killing me.
It's pretty bad. Have you ever acted in any of the videos I've done?
No.
Were you
You've
not?
Never asked me.
Were you not in?
Wow, never asked. That's crazy.
I mean, were you not in the High School Musical?
No.
Junior High musical thing?
No.
You just didn't want to be part of it?
I wasn't asked.
Literally.
I feel like you could be an actor.
Never been.
I feel like he has some chops, Nick. I feel like you could do like a Shakespearean monologue.
No.
For the record, I hate Shakespeare.
Oh, have you ever done one?
I hate it. Yeah. I've had a few auditions and
for stage.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they've been like, hey, do a Shakespeare monologue.
Yeah.
It drives me nuts. Like I can't do it. I just can't. It's not made for black people. Okay, I'll say it. It's not.
Well, yeah.
No.
Othello.
No.
Like it's a black character. Have you not seen?
Look at his face. Fire away, Ricky.
He's about to turn him up.
Fire away.
Like, have you not seen Denzel Washington? Denzel Washington just did Macbeth, and he killed it. Got an Oscar nomination.
No.
Okay, fair. So
off now. Never again. Black people will do Shakespeare. Okay, no.
I had to do one for my for Foxy at class. I think I did the monologue for.
Here, okay, hold on a minute. Since he actually knows how to act.
Okay.
And, he's got a history with it. Do your stupid little British accent, and I want you to tell me
all right.
if it's a real accent or if you think it's garbage.
Oh, I might not be the best person at this, but let's do it.
Because he thinks he's Jesus when he does it. He thinks he's...
When did Jesus become bird?
All right, hold on.
Different sides of the water, they got to talk different.
Someone give me a phrase.
Just talk.
I need a phrase. Someone feed me. Someone feed me. I need inspiration.
It's Leviosa.
Okay. That's easy. I got bet in the bag. All right. I can't. Don't look at me. All right. It's Leviosa, not Leviosa. No.
Why did your voice get
Hold on.
Here, how about
That was like the YouTube was like the stuff. No, hold on. All right, I got it. I'm gonna say I'm hungry for some bangers and mash. All right, here we go. Oi! Wait, hold on. No, I got it. Oi! I'm hungry. Oi! I'm hungry for some bangers and mash.
You know,
Some bangers and mash.
it's funny. I've spent a fair good amount of time over there. None of them sound like that.
What are you talking about, mate?
I don't really know, bro. I don't think you got it.
Oh. Nah, do you have a dialect coach? Do you just try to learn?
No.
No?
No.
No, prof?
No, bro. I think it's more of just all you really have to do is just hold your tongue back, and then you just really speak like normal. I mean, it'll just go like normal. It's
This is
fine.
exactly what I wanted.
You
Jeff
wanted
just
to
got
show me up.
crushed.
You wanted me to show
Jeff
him
is
up.
crushed.
I was like, man, I thought I do like the whole. I do Mary Poppins. You're doing like actual.
I really can't wait for someone to get on in the comments and just say, "Man, this shit is garbage, isn't it? This is just really rubbish."
He has the phrase. He said, "Isn't it?" He said, "Isn't it, bro?" That's bro. It's isn't it. I watch too much Sidemen to not. Damn it! I'm pissed now. I can do. No, I can't do anything. I can basically the only thing I'm good at is Bane. That's the only thing I'm good at.
Bane is solid. Yep.
Bane is like Darth Vader mixed with like that James Bond guy who died, the first James Bond. I forget his name, but it's like, oh, the Dark. You think the Dark is your ally?
The Batman.
I broke the bat. But back to your like your acting stuff. So, what's like a favorite role you've done since like that class you were talking about? Since started doing short films and stage stuff. What's like a character that's like stuck to you, or that you think is like the most like you, or just your favorite? I know to throw a lot at you right there.
Yeah. I don't even remember what you said, so I'm just gonna start talking.
Favorite character you've been in?
I think
What?
Because I counted 8 questions and everything you just
What
said
is your
there.
favorite character that you have acted?
favorite character
Brought to life.
that I've acted / brought to life to
Yes.
date.
Yes. We
Wanna
got there.
Add any more words?
Right.
Are you gonna let him think?
No.
I really loved the role I played in Charlatan. It was a dope role. It was really a dope experience too. Like the whole process of shooting everything was awesome. We shot up in northern Indiana, so I think, I think the whole thing from top to bottom was awesome. The script was cool. And also, funny story, the guys who wrote it and directed it and everything, I also actually went to elementary school with them. So
That's random.
Yeah, right. So
That's kind of awesome.
we grew up together, all this stuff, and then they hit me up, a few years ago, and they're like, "Hey, you act?" I'm like, "Yeah." They're like, "Me too." And we write, and we have a production company, and we're making this movie.
Oh, damn.
You want to audition? Yeah, I do.
Right.
So, got it, and we shot it, and it was really dope. Shout out to 2W. But yeah, it was.
Is that a
really
feature or is that a short?
awesome. I never know the difference. That's one of my bad things back.
Like a feature is, I still don't think if it has to be an hour and a half, it can be like an hour and like 20 minutes, something like that.
Okay, so that's the
It's like
distinction.
it's the length. Yeah,
So
that's
yeah,
all.
it's technically a short then.
Okay.
But and it's on Amazon Prime too. If you someone want to check it out, so do that.
Bet I did not know that. I'm gonna check it out. Cause I've seen clips. Like
Mhm.
I've seen your reel, obviously, and stuff like that. But I haven't seen like all the stuff, all your scenes put together in context. It's a little different. But so now I said your favorite. What's like your least favorite, or the one that's given you the most challenges?
Shakespeare.
Right. All of my
Have you
Shakespeare.
played an actual
I
like
listen.
character though?
I've not because I can't get past the auditions.
So what's like a one that you actually got that you were like, damn, this is like, all right, this needs to wrap up filming because I don't like this character.
I haven't had one of those honestly. Like
Graveyard shift.
so jeez.
You don't have to butter his balls.
It's like, hey, Nick.
Yeah, no one else does.
Whoa! I produced that.
Yeah, you did. Your name's on it.
Yeah.
No, I don't think I've had one though. Honestly, I think I've had a few that have been really challenging. But I love the challenge. So like the one I just finished up back in the spring, Dead End Dreams. I think I can say that. Dead End Dreams. I'm here now. It'll be out early next year.
Okay.
And we shot it up in Fort Wayne. It's going to be really good. But my character was it's very different from me, right? But I always believe, and I've been taught that every character that you play, like there's some kind of connection, right? Like you can't play somebody that's 100% different from you.
Oh yeah.
So it's just finding where you and the character meet, and then just kind of building that from there. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to that. But I definitely think any character I play is just it's just some form of me, and it can be more of a challenge than that sometimes.
For sure. I ask a lot of our creative guests, like, we've had musicians on and stuff like that. I asked them their favorite band and things like that, or like their favorite dream setup or whatever. What's your like dream role for you? I mean,
I've thought about this a little bit.
T'Challa's open. All right.
See, believe it or not, my dream role would actually be Killmonger. I actually would love to be a bad guy, like the villain with a complex backstory. The whole thing, like, I would love that, mainly because I've done the good guy thing. Like, obviously not in Marvel yet, but stay tuned. But yeah, I would love to be, the
villain kind of character.
Yeah. Or I also had this thought of if I was ever in a Tyler Perry movie, I'd be like the the husband that you love throughout the whole movie, but then he's really the asshole at the end. Like,
cheats on his wife or something.
Yeah, the real face, the real villain at the end. Like the memes where it's like the villain in the story, the real villain.
Yeah. Jesus.
Yep.
I can think you can be a good villain. I've seen like you yell and scream on for audition tapes. I think you could do it.
Yeah. Sounds like something you need to write then.
Huh? Yeah, dude. Don't ask me to write you a villain. I'll make you a villain. I'll make you like a pedophile. I'll make you a villain.
Let's not do that. Shit.
Like I can, if you want to be a villain, I can make like it's like you guys like you kill babies and stuff. Like
what?
Shoot up schools.
This has been a great episode of Unapologetically Stupid.
I think we're gonna head on. I've been Nick. That's Ricky. He's fired. So
no, it's creative. Like you want to make a villain, I can make you a villain. I can make you the most worst villain in the world. But I can. You know what you do? Fun story. I did a whole entire paper on this. You can be the worst person in the world. Give that person a family or like a wife.
A puppy.
I don't think a puppy would do. Maybe
you can
puppy.
put a puppy. In
Honestly,
your arms.
I can see.
I did a whole story where like if you want to make a bad character redeemable, you give him a son. And I give him it was Dexter, Klaus from Vampire Diaries. Like these people, like Dexter's like the protagonist of his story, but he kills people.
Yeah.
But you make him. You forget about that.
See, I got on the side of Dexter that he didn't do anything wrong. Because he was going after criminals.
He did something wrong, but he did something right, but he went after it the wrong way.
He's just a Batman in non-spandex.
True.
Yeah.
But like the next character was Klaus from Vampire Diaries, and he's a straight up villain. I know you never watched Vampire Diaries, but like this guy murdered.
I didn't watch it, but I knew, like, I was sitting next to my wife like while she was watching, so I know
like,
he's
decapitated and like
you were sitting there not paying attention. Exactly. Bullshit.
But then what happened?
I often hear like Klaus, what? Like what the fuck? I was like, no.
And then what? What did he do? What did he do?
But then how did he get his own show? They gave him a son. They gave him a kid. Now he's like the whole antagonist or protagonist of his own show in the originals. So like I did a whole paper. I got a B+.
That's the best grade you've ever gotten.
Yeah, and in that class it was for sure. So yeah, I could make your character redeemable. I think I could write that character.
What if we write the reverser?
The reverser? Isn't the bad guy the car though?
No, the bad guy. No, the bad guy is a person. The car is just a tool.
We can't talk about the reverse because it's still an open project. But I thought it was the car.
See, he didn't even read it.
I'm super curious how the car could have been the villain.
Lightning McQueen got pissed
right,
off.
That's what
I thought. I was like, that already exists because there's a Stephen King novel about a killer car.
Is this a Knight Rider? Is a Knight Rider thriller?
I thought Knight Rider just went bad. Started killing people.
There's a story behind it.
Okay.
You have to resend it to me because I need to reread it. There's a lot of, I don't know, a lot of stuff. Okay, so like, so you do more small projects, like in independent film, that's what they call it, non-studio, Fox and Disney aren't reaching out yet. Because I'm always, when I'm writing stories, I want to make these complex, like, love stories, but I don't, like, pay my actors a lot. I give them, like, lunch and stuff like that.
I was going to say, you didn't pay him anything.
I mean, technically he has equity in the
True.
So you have man, I've been giving out equity to this channel. I don't think I even own this channel.
Hey,
at this point, I'm a shareholder like everybody else at this point.
Honestly, you can't say nothing against me because I provided the location,
Yes.
I helped you plan it. I coordinated it, and
I'm
I wasn't even in the state.
No, I'm just. I know. I think. If
You're
I'm-
welcome.
If I'm not mistaken, I think I gave him part of like the channel and not just the videos you were in. Guys, let's be honest with you.
You're never gonna get anything, so don't get your hopes up. We're gonna get canceled by next week.
Yeah, because
He's a baby killer, whatever.
Can we not start this narrative? AI is gonna take this and run with it. Like, you're gonna type in my name and baby, and it's just like apologetically stupid.
But like no, like when I get like I want to make these like romance scenes, like people kissing and stuff like that. But I'm just like, I don't know about that. Like Ryan, one of my favorite, he's one of my good friends.
I don't think so, Ryan.
One of my good friends from Southridge Film, our sister channel. Like I remember one script he sent me one time. This might have been way back when he wanted to have like a sex scene in one of the horror movies. So like it's a staple of the genre, but I'm just like, I don't feel comfortable writing that with like the people around me because most of I also act in my own stuff. So like, would you if a script came up to you right now, would you and it's had like a sex scene or a fully nude frontal nude scene where you had to drop dong? Would you do it?
Drop dong. So
drop dong.
Or
that's this week's term.
Dong.
Drop dong.
Yeah.
Term of the week. Drop dong.
Yeah. Drop dong. Would you do it? Like it's a sex scene, like full. I know they have like what they have.
Intimacy coordinators.
Intimacy coordinators nowadays, and like they have like socks and stuff. So you're not really doing the deed, but like it's still skin on skin. And it's weird. With a stranger. Funny
story. Funny enough, I actually was going to talk to you about this because I actually found a script that calls for this. Not full frontal, but definitely ass out, like and sex scene. Yeah. So say that to say, yes,
Okay.
but not. I don't think I do full frontal, just because I'm not flashing my wife's goods all.
That's a good answer. That is a good
answer, Steve. Good answer.
Yeah. But yeah, not showing,
so it hasn't happened yet.
Not slanging glizzy all over your screens yet. But now if Marvel for some reason said, "Hey, we need you to do this," I'm like, my hands are tied.
Like, babe, it's $1 million. Come on, it's Marvel.
Ballpark Franks is coming to a screen near you.
Holy shit.
Okay, I've been wondering about that because I'm just like,
he just wants to see you naked.
Oh, yeah, don't make it weird. Don't make
That's
it
just all
weird.
it is.
No.
See, I just met you tonight, so I'm not gonna lie to you. You know, why are you looking at me like that?
I was waiting for you to finish the statement.
I was
like, just go.
I don't want to see my naked. I was just wondering.
Yeah.
So you had to tell me about the script because I'm interested.
I did tell my wife Lindsay. I just was like, hey, if Euphoria did come calling, I would do that. And Euphoria gets wild, yeah, we'd have to figure that out.
Yeah. So. Intimacy coach. What is intimacy? Like, do you know like what they tell you, what they do? Like put you in position, like they touch you. Like, do you know anything about that?
So I did a play where there was kissing, right? There was like hugging, kissing, but there was nothing to like no shirts out, nothing like that.
Nothing.
And there was an intimacy coach there
for just kissing?
just for that.
Nice.
And in today, like 2023, if there's anything like that, they're gonna have an intimacy coach. Yeah.
You want to be Squirrely TV's intimacy coach?
I nominate Paige. I definitely nominate Paige to do that.
Paige, I don't know if Paige is the right one. She's like, jam your tongue in there. Get it going.
Paige would be in the back going, that's not hard enough. Harder. Like, what are you doing? Choke them out.
You think you know a person?
Yeah. Pick that vase up, smash it over their head.
Yeah, she might, but I don't know.
I'll bring my own. That's fine.
Your own intimacy coach?
Yep.
There you go. Okay.
But it's really not bad. Like, there's no not necessarily like, okay, so you could hear.
So what did she do for like, was your character the one kissing someone?
Mm-hmm.
So what did she tell, or I'm guessing she they.
Mainly just tells you how how to kiss like without kissing it, or how to just pull your lips back, so you don't have to like actually go lip to lip,
Oh,
stuff
like stage kissing.
Yes.
So like the camera's not really on you, so you're not actually.
Yeah.
Oh,
there's
so it's
ways
like,
to stage
like throw like fake punching on it. Oh.
Right, like there's combat coordinators, right? Same premise.
Gotcha. So you never actually touched lips with your co-host,
right?
Okay.
Freudian slip. My bad.
You
what?
stay away from me.
Yet?
That's why we're on the same side of the table.
So about my acting.
Yeah. So SAG. How'd you wait? You're not part of SAG, right?
Mm-mm.
What's like the process? Do you know the process to how to join? And do you want to join ever? If you
I don't know. Honestly, I know the process ish. I mean, as far as I know, you have to have like at least 3 SAG like background roles or whatever, under your belt before they'll like let you in or before you can apply.
Didn't know that.
But say if like Marvel comes calling and says like,
I
"Hey,
think Marvel's the golden ticket."
right, Marvel, Tyler Perry, anybody, they'd be like, "Hey, we like you, we want you.
Yeah,
you can do this the easy way or the hard way." Then they'll like put this like waiver through to SAG and say, "Hey, he doesn't have these requirements, but we need him in this," and then SAG immediately.
Nice. So like, do you have friends who are part of SAG?
I do have friends who are part of SAG, and this last however many months, a year, whatever.
5. So I think it was more than I don't know.
For the people that don't know what SAG is
the Screen Actors Guild.
Yeah. The union.
The union, yeah.
The
it's the union for actors
and directors, like all that stuff.
I thought it was a different one for directors.
It might be.
Because when I said SAG-AFTRA, was the writers
AFTRA,
one, and then they all if you guys don't know, they all stroke. They went on strike. I'll just say it like that. This past couple months ago, I think it came up. I think it ended like in October. I think it did, or early November. And basically, that's why all your favorite TV shows are backed up. Like that's why we haven't gotten the next season of Yellowstone because of SAG, and I'm pissed off. Love Yellowstone.
Never watched it.
Really?
I actually sat down and watched it.
Me neither, but I hear it's outstanding.
You need to watch all his shows. The Cowboy, Tyler Sheridan. That's the guy who makes Yellowstone. He had one on that 1983. It's a Yellowstone story. 1923, Mayor of Kingstown with Hawkeye. I forget his real name.
Jeremy Renner.
Yeah, Jeremy Renner. He's all his show. He's a show called Tulsa King with
that's Stallone, isn't it?
Yep, he made that show too, and he also wrote the Sicario movies too.
Oh,
yeah,
he's
solid. He likes to. I think he modernizes westerns. Like he makes Western style stuff, but with like today's people. I love Tyler Sheridan. That's why people think I'm a Republican sometimes, because I just love his stuff. He's very, very Republican-esque, I think.
Because when I go vote for a president, I want to make sure he likes Westerns and cowboy hats and horses.
That's what Reagan did.
Jesus Christ.
And we love... No, I'm just kidding.
Reagan was a crook.
This is an anti-Reagan podcast.
What would Reagan do?
No. That...
Whoa.
Boo,
you whore.
We do not like Reagan.
Whoa.
All right. So I like to also thing I like to ask our creative people, what's like your top 5 favorite actors or actresses?
That's tough. I feel like it changes often, especially like if a new project or something comes out right now in no particular order. Denzel, of course.
Fair.
Shout out Will Smith. He's right there.
Of course.
Just off camera.
They know.
After that, it gets a little dicey.
Okay.
Right now, I'm feeling.
And I said actresses too. You can
yeah. Viola, duh. Meryl Streep is actually in there.
I don't think I've seen enough of her movies.
Meryl Streep is outstanding.
I've only seen like Devil Wears Prada, where she's in it, and that's about it. And Into the Woods. I've never seen any of her like actual Oscar nominated stuff. So that's why if so many people say Meryl's the GOAT, I'm like, how?
Meryl's the GOAT.
I said I haven't seen enough of her stuff.
And honestly, yeah, this 5 like is constantly revolving. I mean, there's Samuel L. Jackson, right? There's
Got to.
Leo.
Leo.
Leo. Yeah, it's my homie Leo. And there's like obviously like Idris Elba, right? And there's even like the younger people who I like really look up to, like Michael B. Jordan, Daniel Kaluuya.
Is he young? Daniel Kaluuya?
Yeah.
How old is he?
He's probably older than us. I don't think he's even 40 though. He might only be a few years older than me.
Oh shoot! I thought he was in his 40s. To be honest with you, that messed up. Damn. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a solid pick. Solid pick. All right. Now, as a person who has directed you and will hopefully probably direct you in the future, what's your favorite kind of director? You more hands-on, hands-off, and what was I?
Right. You said, "Oh, okay." You said hands-on. Well, fuck me, right? Okay. I think it actually depends on if the director is also the writer.
Fair. Okay.
So yeah, if the writer is also the director, then I would want them actually a little more hands-on.
Hands-on. Okay.
Just to make sure that I'm, is this what you're seeing? What you're thinking.
Yeah.
But if it's not the writer, then I would prefer a little bit more hands-off, because like once we've had those initial meetings, scripts, read-throughs and everything, you've already known like what I am going to bring to the screen, right? Therefore, leave me the fuck alone and let me get this done, right? My process has been set.
Okay.
So that's, I'd probably say hands-off just in general, because more times than not, the director probably won't be the writer.
Okay. Got you.
And you were definitely hands-off, which is dope.
Yeah, I felt like, I'm leading to my next question, how was your overall experience in Graveyard Shift? I feel like since it was my first directing gig since fucking college, I think, like since Three's Company, not Three's Company. What's that short that we did? It was like Dinner for Three. Dinner for Three is what it was called. It was like a short I don't think I've actually directed actors since then. So that's like probably a 5-year gap since I actually directed human beings. And so I was.
What did you direct instead of human beings?
No, it was just.
There's this hamster film that I made.
So yeah, I feel like, because it was my first time back, I was like, I didn't want to, and plus it was like strangers, like it wasn't like my friends like I had in college too. Like I didn't know you as well back then. I didn't know Steph. I knew Steph, but like Steph was still,
She was Stephanie Wheeler.
Yeah, we were coming back to our friendship, and our friendship wasn't even that strong in high school. I wanted to, never mind. I was gonna mention someone in your grade.
I know.
Okay.
It's all over again.
But yeah, no, I feel like I was more hands-on. So you probably, since I was a writer, you probably wanted me to be more.
No,
I was hands-off. You probably wanted me to be more hands-on.
So no, not in this one, because there's so many, not in this case, because this one was so like, this one deserved or needed more improv, right? It needed more like comedic timing and stuff. So we had the script, but it was like, it was loose. It was just like, hey, this is where we're going.
Yeah. I kept saying to everybody, it's like an outline. If you say a line that's better than mine, cool, but here's my lines you can fall back on if you need to. And that was, And I told you the actual place we filmed was haunted, right?
Yes.
I showed you that video?
Yep.
What, barn?
The barn.
Yeah, it's my family's place.
Yeah, he's the one that got us in there.
Shit's creepy. They had me eating Chinese food in there, dog.
And now the scarier part is this bamboo garden is what you were eating. Here recently, when we did some reshoots, since I'm off the road, I went out there with him. And
he helped me.
He was telling me about everything when you guys shot. And he said, I went in town and got everybody Chinese food. I'm like, where? Which one? Dragon Palace?
I was like, no, I don't think it's a different
one. Or Bamboo Garden. And he goes, yeah, it's Bamboo Garden. And I went,
hey, shout out Bamboo Garden.
It's rebranding. It's rebranding. It's the only place in Greenfield you can get Chinese, Mexican, and a full bar.
It's fusion.
Welcome to Greenfield.
I don't like that.
I don't either.
Just the other day we were talking about Mexican Chinese food.
It's like those. It's like the Taco Bell KFC.
See, I have like issues with those. Like I'm eating a quesadilla, but I'm drinking my Coke out of a KFC cup. So you know it messes with your head.
I feel you.
And then you want hot sauce on your your taco, but it's KFC.
But it's hot sauce. It's Louisiana. It's like
I didn't even think about it like that. That sucks. Like I would like Taco Bell sauce is different than the KFC hot sauce. I should know. I worked at KFC for 3 years. 2 years. I miss KFC's hot sauce, low key. Okay, but you had a good time on Graveyard
Absolutely.
Shift.
That was a great time.
We might run it back. No, I think I'm gonna do more shorts, not series. Series is too much work. You try to make a series and look what happens.
Yeah, people's schedules get unless you can like book a whole weekend and have people there.
Yeah,
and we're up and shooting. Like
you know how you do that?
Pay them.
Yep.
I knew exactly where you're going. I was like, yeah, it's probably not as good. Like I always said, hey, I pay for your meal.
Hey, you show up, you get a bag of McDoubles.
Hey, but this guy right here, he's got equity. He's a smart business man.
He gets the double cheeseburger. He gets an extra piece of cheese.
I get a Big Mac.
Yeah, if you're good, you might get a double quarter pounder with cheese.
Shit.
Hey, we need him to be active, not eat
sleep.
That and fall asleep.
True. Yeah, because his next role when he's killing babies,
he's what's going to carry our business.
Shit.
Yeah, you're going to be the
only thing that could make that role better.
I was like, where the fuck are you going with this?
Make him a Nazi, so it would just confuse the fuck out of people.
So is all my short content supposed to be based on just offensive?
This gonna get me canceled before I even get started.
That's our plan.
Jeez.
The first short has Klan members. Second one's gonna have Nazis.
Yeah, when he sent me that thumbnail for the second half, I was
That
like,
was so funny.
I don't know.
He did say that.
I don't know.
Oh, so that reminds me of my favorite. I can't even remember if you used it or not.
Oh, which part?
Actually, I don't know if you used this exact scene where you were like, "Hey, just call me a nigga." He's like, "Bro, go ahead." And he just said, "He's like, nigga."
Oh yeah.
Here's something funny about that. So the take that I actually ended up using, I did smack the shit out of him by accident. 'Cause he told me to. Yep. Colt was like, dude, he's young. He's like 21, 22, something like that. I don't know. He was like, dude, smack me. It's okay. And I was like, okay, if I can smack you, then fine. You can actually say it. And he was like, wait, what? I was like, yeah, you can actually say it if you want to. Like, I'm not going to be offended. And like, so like in real life, it kind of played out like it did in the scene. He was just like, oh yeah. He was like, no, I think it's a trap. I was just like, hey man, Ricky's not here. If you want to say it. But no, I definitely smacked and like, in one of the scenes, you can probably see me say like, dude, I'm sorry. Like, I think I don't know if I kept it in or not. I was like, dude, I'm sorry. Was like the actual line, but that was actually me saying, dude, I'm sorry. I smacked the shit out of this dude because he was just like, do it. I was like, all right, ready. He said his line. I just, if you see me winding up already in the back of the thing, and I just smacked the hell out of him. Oh, good times, good times. Oh, but thank you for coming on this show. It's been a fun episode. Yep. I can't wait to do some more shorts and do some more scripted stuff for the channel.
I'm excited to see what can come.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a fun time. Yeah. Just you wait. You got anything you want to add, Nick?
No, I think we covered. Where can we find you? You got social media?
Yeah.
Upcoming projects coming on and whatnot?
On the socials, at Ricky Cortez _, 2 of them. On YouTube, at Ricky Cortez Acts. You'll hear more about my upcoming project, Dead End Dreams, maybe next month, maybe January. So be on the lookout for that. Other than that, catch me on Squirrely TV.
Hell,
look at that! Look at that!
Yes.
Look at that. Hey, would you like to be a co-host of Unapologetically?
right. I heard you got an opening.
Yeah, we'll just, he's a good talker.
The fuck? I can talk nice, good.
I don't know, bro. I don't think it's about that.
All right, bro. You go and get that in mouth. I'm gonna put your mouth in your stinker, love.
Well, this has been this week's episode of Unapologetically Stupid. I'm Nick.
I'm Jeff.
I'm Ricky.
Yep. And it's been another episode of.
This has been another episode of Unapologetically Stupid.
Yeah, it was.